So today I'm going to be showing you something that I built on Spark Engine. My objective with this project was to essentially automate the research component of a sales funnel. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So the project itself is broken down into smaller mini projects that operate. What makes this possible is the Spark Engine node that allows me to call different projects, have them run, and then output the data. What I do is I find a list using Apollo and essentially put in the criteria of the companies I'm looking for. And I start by copying that link. Now, what I do next is just paste the link into the input and run it. So what's going to happen now is a link is being built that's going to be going to Appify, and it's going to run the scrape. It's going to grab all the information from the companies that I had listed on Apollo, and then it's going to retrieve that data and send it to our next project. So that data is being sent to this project here, which is essentially the middle component of the project. So the inputs are coming in and they're being split up into each company. And then this is going through two other flows. The first one up here is responsible for collecting more thorough company data. So it's scraping the website of the company, getting all the social links that are on there, as well as building a better description than the one we may have been provided from the scrape. Down here, I have another node that's running a project that is responsible for initiating another scrape, and it's getting the information of key decision makers at the companies that we may be looking to go after, and that's customizable. So once we get the company summary, it's going through our sales agents here. So the first one is responsible for determining essentially how good of a target this company would be to go after based on the description I've given them. And then the second agent is doing the same one, except it's responsible for tagging this file with either low, medium, or high priority. And we'll see that on the output side as well. And then down here, these guys are just responsible for cleaning up the data a little bit. And then I have someone packaging it at the end. Here is the company summary builder. So what's happening here is it's getting the data that we got from Apollo. This first agent is responsible for building a summary based on just the information we were given. And then we have a web scraper running here that is grabbing the social links from the website. And then we also have a web search node here that is getting the first 5 results and using them to essentially enrich that original description. And that's all fed into the last agent here that puts together a concise summary based on all the information. And then going into our second bottom project. This project's a little bit more simple. And essentially what it's doing is it's grabbing the company ID, building a new link that looks for people instead of just the company, and then it's running that through our Appify node here, which initiates the scrape. And then the last agent here is essentially just packaging the data and getting it ready for the last assembly. And the final step goes through Make, which is receiving the data. It's getting packaged into a PDF and going into Google Drive. But you can do any number of things here, whether it be putting it into a spreadsheet or putting it into a CRM. So if we go back to the top of the project, like we saw at the beginning, I input the link, and this is essentially the output. So here are all of the companies that were in the search, the original search. And if we look at each one, they're all tagged with the priority level. And then if we're looking in the document here, I'm getting a full analysis as to why this company may or may not be a good target to go after, included with the tag, which makes them easy to find. A concise business description, simple product and values, all of their social presence, website, Phone numbers are sometimes found, sometimes they're not. Industry, employees. And then I also have all the contacts here. And that's it.